the age of 76. The Hall of Fame running back became more widely known for being accused of killing his ex-wife and her companion, an act he was acquitted of in a criminal trial but held responsible for in a civil case. During his playing career, Simpson won a Heisman Trophy at USC, was the #1 overall pick in the 1969 NFL Draft by the Buffalo Bills, and in 1973 became the first player to ever rush for more than 2,000 yards in a single season. He was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1985. However, less than 10 years later, his legacy would be changed forever after the murders of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman. He also spent time in prison on armed robbery and kidnapping charges. Once again, after a battle with cancer, Orenthal James Simpson has died at 76 years old. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
There are any number of reasons you might consider selling your home. To move closer to family, live within a smaller budget, or just wanting a change of scenery. Whatever your reasons, having to figure out all the various housing market trends in your area may not be what you signed up for. That's where an agent who is a realtor comes in. Realtors have the expertise to help you find the right price and navigate the process to sell your home in a way that's right for you. That's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
Free! Who doesn't love free? With Milo's Rewards, you get the member-only treatment that's actually worth it. Enjoy free member gifts you'll love. And once you reach Silver Key status, you can get free standard shipping. Because Lowe's knows nothing feels better than free. Learn more about our new loyalty program at Lowe's.com/MyLowe's Rewards today. Program subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for details. Member gifts may be subject to additional terms and restrictions. See Lowe's.com/shipping terms for details. Subject to change.
It is a Friday, finally, April 12th, 2024. I'm glad there's a reminder written here. Yeah, otherwise it would have just skipped right by me. We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California, live and local. We are right here with you, and that does make a difference. Yes, we relate. So what is going on around the world today? Well, I know you're going to love this. Barbie actress Margot Robbie is working on a Monopoly movie. Yep, Monopoly as a movie. Robbie's company is producing a live-action feature film based on the board game. Yeah, the way I figure it, this movie is going to last hours and hours and hours and involve the violent throwing of plastic hotel pieces at family members. Yes. Oh, yeah, it'll just go on and on and on and on. Oh, well, let's see. Let's look back in history. On this date in 1977, Wrigley chewing gum mogul Philip P.K. Wrigley died at the age of 82. Yes. His body was cremated, then stuck under a restaurant dining table. Yes, and there it remains today. Coming up, we will celebrate some birthdays today. Tax deadline is Monday. Yeah, so we've got a tax tip for you. This tax tip is brought to you by H&R Block.
I'm CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger with your 2024 tax tips. Listen up, as now could be a good time for a Roth conversion. Investors always hear about good times to convert from a traditional IRA to a Roth, but how does one know how to make the most cost-effective decision? 2023 was a great year on Wall Street. But if for whatever reason you have some losses in your traditional IRA, combined with the current low tax bracket environment, it could make a Roth conversion a very attractive possibility. If you have money outside of your retirement accounts to pay the tax that's due, I might take advantage of the low rates because they're likely to go up in the future.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or e-gift card. Download the free Upside app now and use promo code GIFT for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. That's promo code GIFT.
And this tax tip 2024 brought to you by H&R Block. Monday, the 15th. That's the tax deadline. File your state and your federal taxes or get an extension that works. Are you aware the Oakland A's? Okay, Oakland. The Oakland Athletics, they started in Philadelphia with Connie Mack, moved to Kansas City. They were the Kansas City A's for a while, which at that point they were basically a farm team for the New York Yankees. Then they moved to Oakland. Now they're on their way to Las Vegas with a stop off in Sacramento for a couple of years until the new baseball stadium in Las Vegas is built. And we have it on very good authority that when the baseball stadium in Las Vegas opens, local rules apply. Yeah, if you get caught stealing after the catcher throws you out, Vinny and his buddy break your legs. Yeah. Birthdays today. Let's start off with our big shot birthdays. Musician Herbie Hancock is 84. John Kay of Steppenwolf is 80. Actor Ed O'Neill, 78. Actor Dan Lauria is 77. David Letterman, 77. Singer J.D. Nicholas of the Commodores, 72. Actor Andy Garcia, 68. Actor Alicia Coppola is 56. Actor Retta is 54. Actor Nicholas Brendan, 53. Actor Shannon Doherty, 53. Actor Marley Shelton, 50. Actor Sarah Jane Morris, 47. Actor Riley Smith, 46. Actor Claire Danes, 45. Actor Jennifer Morrison, 45. Actor Matt McGorry is 38. Actor Brooklyn Decker, 37. And actor Suarez Ronan is 30. Local birthdays coming up.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Goddard's Gold.
We have happy birthday wishes for Gracie Rojas, Destiny Velasco, Beezy Aragon, Nicholas Vasquez, Lupita Medina, Cruz Ariano, Jose Becerra, Larissa Tabazan, Refugio Bravo, Lisa Quiroz and Laura Quiroz, twins, Josefina Chavez, Lucy Ornelas, Daniel Gerardo, Gina Gale, Jason Jackson, Rex Robinson, Julia Gamboa, Ann McDonald, Genevieve Vibrera, and Carolina Madrigal. Happy birthday from KXO. Coming up, a look at world and California news, local news, sports, financial news. We'll tell you about some of the things that are going on around the valley, such as the Children's Fair tomorrow, and, other things in the news that we'll let you know about. And have you've been hearing about Beyonce's new country album? Yeah, it's a runaway hit. Yeah, hey, no one saw this coming. Beyonce with country. I guess you'd have to call it hick hop. With that, we've got news. A look at world and California news headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial Valley Food Bank. They've been fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
CBS News Brief. A shootout in Memphis this morning. 3 police officers were shot. Interim Police Chief C.J. Davis.
Tragically, one of our officers lost his life. That officer is Joseph McKinney.
Iran has vowed to retaliate against Israel in response to a strike last week that killed several top generals. West Point's Charles Fain says there's a big concern about the possibility of a wider conflict in the Middle East.
This is a very dangerous time, not only for the region, but for the world.
The calendar says it's spring, but there's some very wintry weather out west, says Odyssey meteorologist Craig Allen.
We do have a winter weather advisory for the Sierra Nevada and on down into the areas north and west of Santa Barbara into the mountains of California. Some of these areas still could pick up 4 to 8, locally up to 12 inches of snow, especially above the 6,000-foot mark.
CBS News Brief. I'm Stacey Lynn.
My name is Shelley Wilkinson, and I am an Imperial Valley Food Bank Board member. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially among those struggling to find their next meal. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Join the fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online today at www.ivfoodbank.org.
California headline news: gas prices in the state continue to soar, averaging $5.43 a gallon, up another 16 cents in the past week. Refinery maintenance is impacting supply, driving up prices throughout the region, says AAA's Julian Paredes.
There's a lot less supply of gasoline, and it's affecting the entire Southwest region. So California, Utah, Nevada, everyone's feeling pretty significant increases right now.
He says the high prices will likely continue through at least Memorial Day weekend. O.J. Simpson's famous former house guest, who served as a witness at Simpson's 1995 trial, issuing a video statement after Simpson's death. Kato Kalin remembered the woman Simpson was accused of killing.
To the family of the beautiful Nicole Brown Simpson, may we always cherish her memories. Nicole was a beacon of light that burned bright. May we never forget her.
Simpson died this week of cancer at the age of 76. His family saying his children and grandchildren were by his side. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Fighting hunger in Imperial Valley since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
Wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Go for it! Take your base! The only thing worse than a pitcher running out of gas on the mound is your old phone running out of storage for your photos in the stands. Goodbye! Switch to Verizon and get a great deal on a new iPhone 15 Pro with tons of storage for all the ballpark pics you want. Just trade in your iPhone, any model, in any condition, so you'll feel like you're winning, even when your team's not. Trade in any iPhone in any condition for a great deal on iPhone 15 Pro with unlimited Ultimate and all the storage you need. Get the network you want on the iPhone you love, only on Verizon.
Yep.
And it's page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the valley at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. Well, Tuesday is Election Day. George Gale has more.
Good morning. Today is Friday, April 12th, 2024. In the KXO newsroom, Tuesday.
The 43rd Children's Fair is Saturday. The Children's Fair at Buckley Park in El Centro. It's open to everyone. The Children's Fair will run from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. The fair, well, it'll be full of children's activities, food, music, displays, and more. Participants are asked to leave your pet at home. Don't bring your pet, okay? The weather, it's going to be warm, and, well, be prepared for that. Hydrate. And again, Tuesday is Election Day in Calexico. The residents of the city of Calexico will be going to the polls for a special election. Border City voters will cast ballots either for or against the recall of Mayor Raul Ureña and Mayor Pro Tem Alberto Manzanares. The polls open from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. on Election Day. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at Edo Central Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge. Well, CBP is offering enrollment upon entry. It's part of the Global Entry Program being offered at the International Airport in San Diego. It's for global entry applicants. Customs and Border Protection says once a traveler is conditionally approved, a scheduled interview is no longer required. The traveler can complete the enrollment interview when arriving on an international flight. A CBP officer at the Port of San Diego conduct a global entry interview and collect the traveler's biometrics to complete the enrollment. This would be the final step of the global entry enrollment process, and it can be accomplished after clearing CBP processing. Beware, an old scam is back. Yeah, and it's turned up in the valley. Here's George.
The Imperial County Sheriff's Office issued a scam alert. Someone is calling Imperial Valley residents and claiming to be an employee of the Sheriff's Office. Caller tells the individuals that they owe money for jury duty or that they have an outstanding warrant that they need to take care of. They need to pay. Sheriff Fred Miramontes reminds you to not give out any information to the callers. Just hang up. And you can then verify by contacting the Sheriff's Office. Hang up. It's a scam. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And that'll do it for page one of the local news. Page one, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the valley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Guess what I just did? I downloaded the new grocery outlet app on my phone. Let me tell you, it's like having my own miniature neighborhood grocery outlet right by my side. I can see what's in stock, track my savings, and get exclusive offers. I can even create a shopping list and get a heads up on those crazy, insane bargains. All on my phone. Download the app today. Available for iOS and Android.
Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
And stay tuned for page 2 of the local news, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town. They have daily lunch specials Monday through Friday. Of course, happy hour, 3 till 6 p.m. every day. A workshop is scheduled. It'll cover financial education. The workshop on Monday. Participants can learn budgeting, saving, and investing, and also receive free legal advice from experts in the industry. They will be able to, the advice could help you get free of debt and get you back to financial freedom. Sun Community Federal Credit Union, in conjunction with business professor Peter Martinez and the law office of Mark L. Miller, are participating in the workshop. The workshop Monday, held at the El Centro Public Library from 4 till 6:30 p.m. Well, Holtville is holding a christening event. George has that.
It will be held this evening. Fire department is christening their new fire truck. Pastor Richard Moore will be performing the ceremony. Ceremony will include a blessing for the new ladder truck and a public participation in washing the truck and pushing it back into the Holtville Fire Department bay. The event will be held at 5 this evening at the Holtville Fire Department, 549 Fern Avenue in Holtville.
Well, also tonight is movie night at Hinojosa Park in Brawley. The movie Migration. The event starts at 5:30. The movie at 7:30. It's free to the public. Bring your own lawn chairs and blankets, and you're also welcome to bring snacks. And more celebration in Holtville tomorrow. It will be a celebration of the 100-year anniversary of the Swiss Club, and also celebrate the 103rd Schwing Fest. The celebrations at the Swiss Club in Holtville. That's That's our news. We've got weather, and that's important stuff coming up right after this.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? With specials on select appetizers, beer specials, and more. Ask about drink specials all day with $5 drinks like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wind Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Our weekday lunch specials include a soft drink from only $8 to $11. With tons of TVs, we've got you covered for any sport you want to watch. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says high temperatures will once again reach into the 90s across the Imperial and Yuma valleys today under sunny skies. The passage of a weak disturbance today and stronger system this weekend will lead to daily widespread breezy to locally windy conditions during the afternoon and evening through at least Monday. The low passing through late this weekend into Monday will also temporarily cool temperatures back down to and below normal. Temperatures then warm back up by the middle of next week. 93 the high yesterday, 59 our overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 92. South wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 25 miles an hour. The winds become west-southwest this afternoon. Clear tonight with a low around 57. West winds 10 to 15 miles an hour, becoming south after midnight. Those winds could gust as high as 25 miles an hour. Sunny on Saturday with a high near 85. Southeast wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Sunday will be sunny with a high near 79. West winds 15 to 25 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 35 miles an hour. We are sitting at 64 degrees, 37% relative humidity, wind out of the southeast 5 to 10 miles an hour. Local news, page 2, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
Demand for lithium is skyrocketing, and Imperial Valley is home to one of the largest lithium deposits in the world. While this presents an opportunity for new local jobs and businesses, there are also risks. Local lithium projects can consume tens of millions of gallons of water each year, and without appropriate measures, can also expose families to dangerous chemicals and hazardous waste. Imperial Valley's lithium economy must not come at the cost of our water and health. Proposed lithium projects must keep local families informed and commit to maximum community protections. Join us in demanding responsible lithium development. For more information, visit us at ccbhealth.org.
And it's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the very best care. Well, Augusta National Golf Club finally played like a par 67 course is, for U.S. Open champion Bryson DeChambeau anyway. In fact, it played like a par 65 course. Yeah, DeChambeau carded a 7 under 65 yesterday. He's got a 3-stroke lead. We'll update the Augusta National Masters tournament throughout the day. Taking a look at NBA action yesterday, the Bulls beat up on the Pistons 127-105, but then everybody beats the Pistons. The Knicks over the Celtics 118-109. Jazz slipped by the Rockets 124-121. Warriors whipped the Trailblazers 192. And the Pelicans pounded the Kings 135-123.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Well, let's find out what's going on in Major League Baseball. The Mets beat up on the Braves 16-4. Royals ripped the Astros 13-3. The Athletics edged the Rangers 1-0. The Rangers with just one hit. Phillies pummeled the Pirates 5-1. Orioles over the Red Sox 9-4. It went 10 innings. The Brewers and the Reds and the Twins and the Tigers postponed because of inclement weather. Well, after being turned down by multiple top-tier candidates, Kentucky is turning to one of its own as the school's next basketball coach. The Wildcats are finalizing a 5-year deal with BYU's Mark Pope. Pope, a 1996 Kentucky graduate who played 2 seasons and won a national title, has taken BYU to 2 NCAA tournaments in his 5 years there. And Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice surrendered to police yesterday on charges including aggravated assault after he and another driver of a speeding sports car allegedly caused a crash involving a half-dozen vehicles on a Dallas highway last month. A spokesman for Rice's attorney, Texas State Senator Royce West, confirmed to the Associated Press that Rice turned himself in at the Glen Heights Police Department. Rice was booked into the regional jail in DeSoto and then released on bond. And Tom Brady said he was retiring from football for good in 2023, but he's having third thoughts. In an appearance on a podcast, Brady was asked whether he would pick up the phone if a team called him in the event of an injury. Brady said, "I'm not opposed to it." Don't forget, Masters underway at the Augusta National, and we've got updates throughout the day on AM 1230. Sports Time brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company that protects you, your home, your business, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Interest rate cuts have been the main focus for Wall Street ever since the end of last year, when Federal Reserve officials indicated they intended to lower rates, but stubborn inflation now has some investors wondering about the exact opposite, a rate hike. Inflation slowed substantially in 2023 as the Fed lifted rates to nearly a quarter-century high and held them at that level since July, but recent economic data shows there hasn't been much improvement this year. Rates could possibly bump up again, and that obviously is affecting Wall Street. Well, in California, the minimum wage for the state's fast food workers jumped to $20 an hour. And as if on cue, it raised a familiar refrain from those workers that they'd be replaced by technology, such as a self-service kiosk. And that's happening in some instances where businesses who haven't yet done so will look to technology to help offset higher labor costs. The reality is that automation in the services industry is already on a roll, and the restaurant industry has been embracing it for a while now, even in states where the minimum wage has not increased. And the employment level in fast food restaurants still has not reached pre-pandemic levels, so wage increases are a way to attract workers into that environment, according to some. The big board, red. Triple-digit red for the Dow, down 357 points at 38,102. The S&P 500 off 55 at 5,144. The NASDAQ down 217 points at 16,225. Gold jumps $61.30 an ounce. Oil up $2.37 a barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Look for sunny skies today with a high near 92. South wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, becoming west-southwest this afternoon with gusts as high as 25 miles an hour. It'll be clear tonight with a low around 57. West winds 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 25 miles an hour. Those winds turning out of the south after midnight. Saturday, sunny with a high near 85. South-southeast wind 5 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. And we have 66 degrees downtown El Centro, 37% relative humidity. Wind out of the southeast from 5 to 10 miles an hour, gusting up to 15 miles an hour at times. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service offering 24-hour a day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
Is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. The White House says an imminent attack on Israel is a real and viable threat. CBS's David Martin is at the Pentagon.
2 U.S. officials tell CBS News Iran is expected to launch a major attack against Israel as soon as today. These officials said the attack could include more than 100 drones, dozens of cruise missiles, and perhaps ballistic missiles as well, and is expected to be aimed at military targets in Israel.
Reporter Robert Berger from Jerusalem.
Israeli officials have made it clear that if Iran does strike from its own territory, Israel will hit back inside Iran, and then we're not looking at a border conflict with Gaza, but rather a regional war.
CBS News has learned an attack could include more than 100 drones, dozens of cruise missiles, and the possibility of ballistic missiles aimed at military targets in Israel. A deadly shooting in Memphis early this morning. Interim Police Chief C.J. Davis.
Tragically, one of our officers lost his life. That officer is Joseph McKinney.
Davis says 2 other officers were wounded after they were shot at as they approached a suspicious vehicle. Police say an 18-year-old suspect was killed in an exchange of gunfire, another wounded. Cleanup is underway after widespread flooding in Appalachia. CBS's Jim Krasula.
Widespread flooding caused by torrential rain led to high water rescues in the hills of eastern Kentucky and western Pennsylvania, as well as the mountains of West Virginia. Craig Deisher lives in drenched Oakdale, Pennsylvania, outside Pittsburgh.
There was a family, an older lady that was in there, and it was about to reach into her first floor, but she was afraid to even come out. So it was flooding so bad, and the water was moving so fast.
There was also extensive flooding in and around Tallahassee, Florida.
New survey finds a growing number of Americans have no insurance. Numbers from the Kaiser Family Foundation show almost a quarter of adults disenrolled from Medicaid in the past year aren't covered at all after a pandemic-era government program for low-income people began expiring last spring. Nearly half signed back up soon after, suggesting they shouldn't have been dropped in the first place. Landscapers working in a backyard in historic Stanton, Virginia got a big surprise when they came across something that seemed way too heavy to be a rock, rinsed it off, and realized it was made of metal. They called the fire department. Deputy Chief Perry Weller says they in turn called the state police bomb squad.
We assumed that it was a Civil War era cannonball, so it can be very unstable, so we treated it as if it was, a loud ordnance, so that's why we called them in to dispose of it.
Stanton, a key target during the Civil War. Dow down 369. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Some people just know the best places to eat around town. Those are the people who know to choose Allstate. They know exactly where to go to get exactly what you're wanting. They know where to find the spiciest hot pot, the gooeyest brownies, and the tenderest, most flavorful portobello steak. Those people also know that safe drivers save 40% with Allstate.
Saving 40% is based on the national average premium savings for Allstate auto customers with a clean driving record versus those without. Savings vary by state and vary based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Have you filed yet?
Monday is April 15th, tax day. So unless you request an extension, you gotta get them done and in. Most people, though, have been on the ball. The IRS says about 2/3 of Americans have already filed their returns, and 68% of those got refunds. The average refund so far this year is $3,050. That's 4.8% bigger than last year. Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
More employers are pausing to consider the addition of pet bereavement to family leave policies, with a Pew Research study finding 97% of U.S. owners consider their pets family. Experts say the push is growing for days off to mourn them when they die. Several companies that have already taken the step report improved employee morale, retention rates, loyalty, and a less stressful environment at the office overall. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Yeah, for some reason or another, you sound a little taller on radio.